Penny Gould, R.I.P. R.I.P. Penny Gould.
Toastmasters is in crisis. I came to this realization when my husband recently attended a meeting with me. Shortly into the meeting, he began looking pale, and by break time, he was clearly ill and had to leave. I rushed home after the meeting, and that's when he told me he could never join our club. Our meeting had made him physically ill because Toastmasters are just too nice. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, you see, my husband is a banker. He experienced a severe allergic reaction to the positive atmosphere of our meeting. Well, that's when I realized we as Toastmasters are discriminating against thousands, perhaps millions of people in this world with an intolerance to the supportive, positive atmosphere of Toastmasters. And it's not just bankers. There are documented cases of lawyers spontaneously combusting 5 minutes into a meeting. I took my concerns to Toastmasters International, and I'm happy to announce they have appointed me head of a committee tasked with implementing changes to make Toastmasters rougher, tougher, and to remove those barriers that have been preventing us from recruiting intolerant people. In fact, the program of changes is entitled Recruiting Intolerant People, R.I.P. Now, the first thing we, the committee, did was look at the communication track to see how we could help our members overcome their cold feet and achieve their communicator designation more quickly. What I quickly realized was that it's our members who procrastinate the most who always have the biggest excuses. You know the ones I mean. Those who always say, oh, I'd love to give more speeches, but I'm just so busy with work. It's always but this, but that. Turns out, our members don't have a problem with cold feet. It's their big butts. We need to put those big butts on ice. Under RIP, icebreaker will take on a whole new meaning. Members will be required to sit on blocks of ice until they achieve their communicator designation. If cold feet have been holding you back, maybe an even colder butt will get you up talking. And those who continue to procrastinate, they risk suffering a serious case of frostbite. Of course, for some of our members, the problem isn't getting up and talking. It's shutting up and sitting down. You know who you are. Be warned, under RIP, the Sergeant at Arms will be armed with a taser stun gun. At 31 seconds after the red light, he or she will be authorized to fire at will. You may think you're a pretty hotshot speaker now, but just try going overtime. You'll discover the true meaning of a stunning performance. Now, in addition to the communication track, RIP has also addressed some serious deficiencies on the leadership side, most notably mentoring. The current mentor program, it's based on the wishy-washy principles of support and encouragement. Under RIP, our new members will now be assigned their very own tormentor. Tormentors will be encouraged to harass their mentees, to bully them, berate them, beat them if necessary. While that may seem a bit harsh, rest assured, controls are in place. Beatings will only be permitted with the gavel. course, with permission of the area dictator. Did I forget to mention the change in titles? The area division director and international directors under RIP will be known by the far more appropriate title of dictators. It's really only formalizing what we already call them behind their backs. And what would Toastmasters be without a recognition program? To commemorate the significance of RIP, we have created a new award, which will be given annually to the Toastmaster who best exemplifies the RIP spirit. The trophy itself will be made of granite, symbolizing both the strength of character that it will take to complete this program, and that it will help if you're stoned. And finally, as the head of the RIP committee, I have selected District 42 to pilot test this new program, commencing in September 2016. Sadly, that will be after the Reformation, and those of us in the new District 99 will not be eligible to participate in the pilot program. We will, however, be cheering on the Reformed District 42 as you throw open your doors to the bankers, the lawyers, the tax collectors, the airline baggage handlers, and other intolerant people of this world. We of the future District 99 salute you, future District 42. May the power of RIP energize your clubs and electrify your members. Literally,